does it function? So, what is Adobe Premiere Pro? Adobe Premiere Pro is a professional video editing software developed by Adobe Inc. It's widely used by filmmakers, videographers, and content creators for editing movies, TV shows, commercials, and other video content. Premiere Pro offers a wide range of features for video editing, including timeline-based editing, visual effects, color correction, audio editing, and more. It's known for its versatility, allowing users to work with various video formats and integrate seamlessly with other Adobe software like After Effects and Photoshop. So, what are the key features of Adobe Premiere Pro? Timeline-based editing, multi-cam editing, advanced color correction, audio editing, visual effects, integration with Adobe Creative Cloud, support for multiple formats, dynamic link, collaborative workflow, and export options. Editing social media videos in Premiere Pro involves a few key steps to optimize your content for platforms like Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, etc. Here's a simplified guide. Project setup, importing media, editing, optimize for mobile viewing, engagement elements, aspect ratio, color grading, export settings, test and iterate, and publish and promote. Users should consider using Premiere Pro for social media video editing due to its profound or professional quality, seamless integration with other Adobe Creative Cloud applications like After Effects and Photoshop, and its efficiency, thanks to an intuitive interface and powerful editing tools. Premiere Pro's versatility allows creators to customize their project to meet the specific requirements of various social media platforms, while its collaborative workflow feature facilitates teamwork and communicate among multiple editors. Regular updates and access to customer support ensures users have the latest feature and technical assistance, while Adobe's extensive learning resource and online communities make it easier for both beginners and experienced editor to learn and expand their skill. Overall, Premiere Pro provides the tools and support necessary to create engaging and professional-looking social media videos. So, let's hop onto our lesson and show you how Premiere Pro functions. As you can see on my screen that I have already opened up Adobe Premiere Pro. Well, I'm going to show you everything you need to know about Adobe Premiere Pro, or let's say all about its interface and its overview. In this class, I'm using Adobe Premiere Pro 2024. So I'm going to suggest you one thing is that whenever you are using any Adobe software, try using the latest version and make sure that you're connected with the internet and also that you have an Adobe account. So you can also get some subscriptions or a couple of plans. That's also up to you, but it also offers 7-day free trial. Okay, so you can get more comfortable with it, and if you feel like, okay, I'm getting more comfortable and it's getting more convenient, you can get a subscription plan. So as you can see, when I open up Adobe Premiere Pro, this is how it will look like. Well, if you're kind of new to Adobe Premiere Pro, you'll basically see that there are two windows. So one is over at the top and one is at the bottom, which is going to be our workspace. And this is also adjustable. So you can move it, you can take it out if you have a different monitor or if you have a secondary monitor. You can take it and increase your workflow or increase your workspace. So this is the Home tab of Adobe Premiere Pro. So here you can see you'll be able to start editing your file by applying and importing any of your elements or any of your media. Okay, and also in this course I'm going to be showing you a couple of sites which you will be able to use for your resources Well, you can use your own resources taken by you, which is going to be raw photos or maybe camera taken photos. But if you want online photos, then you have to use royalty-free photos, okay, so that, it doesn't, cause any copyright, problems later on, okay? So this is going to be our home tab. From here, you'll be able to open up a new file, and this is how it will look like. But I don't want that. I'm going to go back on home. Okay. So then we have over here is the learn section. There are a couple of tutorials which you will find out on Adobe Premiere Pro. You can search on them. You can just go off to adobe.com and search for the ones which you are exactly looking for. And you also have like in-app tutorials too. So you can also see them, and you can also turn them off whenever you prefer. Now at the bottom we have team project. Now this is one of the newest feature, or this is one of, very advantageous feature of Adobe softwares. Now it's, updating to, working simultaneously at the same time. So if you want to work with groups, you can also do that. You can make yourself a team project, or you can open up a team project. Well, if you are the owner, you're going to make yourself the new team project and make yourself the owner. And you can also apply more people or add in more people so that they can view and they can also work on it, and you'll be able to see that real time what they are working on. It works the same way for open teamwork, but one thing over here is that you're going to open someone else's or another owner's teamwork or team project, and then you'll be able to work on that simultaneously. And the person who is the owner, if they just log in or get into the project, they will be able to see in real time what you are doing. Okay. And at the bottom we have open Premiere Rush project. Well, there are a couple of Rush project settings which you will find out over here. So these are kind of like, fast uploads, or let's say you just upload them and start working just, directly. So those are the type of Rush projects which you will find out over here. Okay. So these three buttons over here are going to be at the bottom, and on your home you can see that we have a whole empty space. It's because I'm also opening it up, after a long time, and I've updated it after a while. But if you have like your own worked projects or whatever you work on, all of the projects will be saved up over here, and it's going to be sorted out as the recent files which you've worked on. Okay. Now at the top we have new project and open project. Now if you want to make yourself or start a new project from scratch, click on new project and it will take you directly into your workspace. But if you want to open up a project, I'm going to click on exit, and you can also open up any project you want. It's going to open up this type of interface. From here you'll be able to see your whole drive, and from here you're going to do is going to be selecting whatever you want to upload or whatever Premiere Pro projects you have, and you can start working on them directly, and it will also be saved up, and whatever you did previously, those will also be available to edit. Okay. So this is basically how it works, and now you know everything you need to know about the home interface or the home tab. Now the last thing over here is the search bar. If you want to search up for any projects into your workspace or into your drive, you can search on it over here. You can also search for templates if you want to, if those are available onto your workspace. And then you can see your account over here. And one thing what I would suggest you most of the time is that make sure that you're connected with your account and also your internet connection, okay, so that you get full functionality of whatever you do. And at the top over here we have a couple of these ribbons. Well, these look kind of very old, but there are also a lot of things which we will go through each and every one of them step by step, so make sure not to skip any part of this lesson. Now the first thing what we have to do over here is I'm going to click on this new project or new file. That's basically up to you, whichever one you prefer is going to take you to the same section. So I'm going to click on new file, and this is basically how it works. But as I do not have any resources, what I'm going to do is going to a web browser on my device. So first off, we're going to get on our resources. So search for pixels.com, hit on enter, and I'm going to go off the videos. And from my videos, I'm going to search up for the videos which I need. So I'm going to keep going down, and I'm going to keep going down, and this is exactly what I will be using. So I'm going to click on that, and it will take a bit of time to start downloading. You can see this has already started downloading, and obviously I will apply all of my resources into my resource file of this project, so you can use that and it will also help you whenever you want to work with it or whenever you want to use it. Let's say I'm going to do is also download this photo over here, and this is what I'm going to be using for photos and also videos. You can also use unsplash.com, unsplash.com. You can also couple of these photos over here. These are also royalty free. And there's another site, if you want graphics, you can go off to freepik.com, and this is the site which you want to use. And there are also a couple of photos which you want to work on or which you want to use. But in this side we have like, or you will have two types of resources. One is going to be licensed and one is going to be free. If you get the license, you will be able to use them wherever you want to, but if you are using the free version, you will only be able to use the free ones and not the licensed ones anymore. Okay, so there we go. We have three of these sites which we are going to use my resources, and I'm going to show you about another site where you will be able to get your audios. So if you want to use audios, you can go off to sounds.com. Let's say you're going to do is going to be search on for royalty free music, and it will take you to Pixabay over here. Okay, you can also use Bensound or Mixkit or Motion Array. That's basically up to you, but most of the time I use Pixabay. So from here you'll be able to get your audios too, and from here I'm going to download one of these audios to show you how it works. Okay, so we have three of them over here, three of those files, and then I'm going to do is going to be close it off. Okay, my web browser. So you can see my web browser has been turned off. And now what I'm going to be doing over here is going to be importing my files. So first off, go off the import settings over here. This is going to be how it's going to look like. So we have three sections of, starting our work: import, edit, and then export. So it's very simple and very beginner friendly. You can see it over here. So the first thing we're going to do is go off to downloads over here, and from here we'll be able to find out whatever files or whatever resources we want to use. It will take a bit of time to show it up on my screen, but you'll be able to use them whenever you want to. And on our import settings, we'll be able to use whatever we want to use. So I'm going to click on that. I'm going to do is going to be sorting it out, descending order. There we go. And from here, what I'm going to do is going to be using my listed order or whatever you prefer. Let's go off the downloads. And I'm going to keep going down and find out the photo which I want to use. So as I have all these files, but I'm going to do is going to be sorting it out. Let's say I want only the video files, and there we go. We have our video. So I'm going to click on that and I'm going to press on create. It's basically up to you if you want to work with it. You can see it already exists. Do you want to replace it? Yes, I'm going to replace it. Press on create, and then it will open up that workspace for you. From here, you'll be able to work on directly into this project or into this file. It will take a bit of time, so make sure to just stay a bit patient and make sure that you're connected with the internet. And after a while, you will basically see the workspace opening up on your screen. There we go. It has already opened up. There we go. We have two of them over here, and you can also delete one of them if you want to. So I'm going to do is going to be pressing on delete. And you can see this is how it works. But we have the sequence over here. So sequence is kind of like a composition, which you will work on your timeline panel. So make sure not to delete any of these files over here, and you can also, and then you can go back to import over here, the import section. This is how it works. And you can also get the photos if you want to. You can also just click on that, go off to images only, and from here you'll be able to take whatever photo you want to work with. If you want to use this, it's basically up to you. But from here, what I'm going to do is going to be searching for my photo which I will be working on. I'll be able to use the one which I want to use. Let's say I'm going to click on that, press on import, and there we go. We have our photo too. If you want to use your audio, you can also get over here, filter them out, audios only. There we go. We have this audio which I got, and you can also sort them out by date, name, and also ascending and descending order. So I'm going to be using this. Click on import, and there we go. We have our audio. We can take our video over here too. Let's say I'm going to go off of sequence 1.